Hello guys, and welcome to Soso's Kitchen. Today I have a video for you guys. This is going to be a Haitian Epis video, guys. Very easy. All right guys, so right here I have some parsley, some green scallions, I have some garlic, I have ginger root, I have 1 onion, I have a Maggi cube, some habanero peppers, I have 2 limes, and I also have some celery stalks right there at the end. In front of us there, we have some water, we have some olive oil, and we also have some sea salt. Off to the side, I have a stainless steel bowl that we are going to be using to clean our vegetables there. So currently, I am removing the stems of the parsley. I do leave a little bit of the stem, but the very ends, I like to take those off. I just don't like them. So right now, I'm removing the back end of the scallions off. I'm going to cut up those scallions and place them in that bowl. You guys, you want to make sure you cut up your vegetables small enough or big enough so that way they fit in your food processor or your blender. So I'm cutting mine off in cubes just to ensure that once I place them in that blender, the blender doesn't have a hard time blending. Okay, that's why I'm cutting mine off that way. So whatever works for you. Okay, and these are the ingredients that I have to make my epis. Everybody makes theirs differently. Sometimes I may not have some celery in the house, so I just use what I have. But one thing you want to make sure you always have is the onions and the scallions and the garlic. Okay, that's what gives it that flavorful taste. So I'm going to cube my onions, and I am going to set those off to the side with the habanero peppers because I am not going to be giving those a rinse along with the other vegetables there. I'm going to be using this technique where I smash my knife against the garlic bulb to help remove the actual skin from the actual garlic. I find it easier for me to do it like that instead of taking the knife and removing the skin one by one. It's just a lot easier. You guys will see once I begin removing the actual garlic skin. You see that there? It's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A lot of people don't know about garlic, guys. These little things here are powerful. They have so many benefits to them. I suggest you guys go online and just read up about them. They have antibacterial properties, antifungal. They also have something in them that is called allicin that helps to reduce blood pressure, that helps to reduce inflammation in the body. Right here I have ginger root. I am just going to be using about 4 inches of this ginger root. Guys, ginger is beautiful, guys. It has some properties in itself, as well as the garlic. It has the ability, I believe, to also lower blood pressure, if I'm not mistaken, guys. I'm not sure what the actual information is on the ginger. I don't really know much about it. I know that it's spicy and I like it. I like the taste of it in my epis. So quickly right now, I am giving the vegetables a quick rinse in the sink to remove any excess dirt that may be in those vegetables, guys. Remember how these vegetables are grown. They're grown in the ground, in the dirt. So in the process of the people taking them out of the ground and bringing them over to us, packaging them, they've gone through a lot. So you want to make sure you clean them off. I'm going to be placing some vinegar into the water to clean my vegetables, guys. This is one of the many ways that I clean my vegetables. I'm also going to be adding some sea salt in there. I just sprinkled some in there. There's not a specific amount, and I am just whirling around everything with my hands, giving them a quick rub. I also let it sit in the water for about 5 minutes. I didn't do that for the purpose of the video. Okay, so I have drained the water and the vegetables are cleaned and ready to go in the blender. Guys, when you place your vegetables in the blender, if you have a lot of vegetables like I do, you don't want to add everything in all at once. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do half. So if you have not as much as me, maybe you can do the whole thing. But if you have as much as me or even more, you want to do them little by little. So I'm going to do half of what I have. I added in some of the garlic, some of the onions, the ginger. I added water, and I also added the olive oil. That's what's going to make sure it blends once you put it on the little motor there. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to let that blend. Once it's done blending, it has like a creamy texture, or once everything that is in there is down and has blended down, we're going to add the remainder of our ingredients. All right, guys, so right now I'm adding the remainder. The video is going kind of quick. I did edit it that way just for the video. I didn't want to make the video too long for you guys. Okay, so I'm adding everything else in. I'm going to add everything else in. I'm going to add the rest of the oil, the rest of the water. I'm going to be cutting this lime in half, and I'm going to be adding the lime juice in there. Squeeze it as hard as you can to add all of that lime juice in there, guys. It's going to give it a very tangy taste. It tastes real good. You guys will taste it at the end. Okay, next I'm going to be adding the Maggi cube in there. I'm going to place the whole Maggi cube in there, guys. I know a lot of people, when they make their ippies, such as my mom, she does not add any Maggi or any salt in there. She add the Maggi and the salt onto the actual dish itself. For example, the chicken or the rice. But for me, I like to do it this way. It just makes it a lot easier, guys. You know, have a mason jar, blend up your ippies, you know, for a month, a week. And before you make your food, you know, Haitian food takes a while to make. You know, this will be much more, you know, less time that you have to incorporate into the kitchen if you do it this way. You can even freeze them as well. Okay, so I have a 24-ounce mason jar here that I purchased at Whole Foods. It's only 24 ounces. And we're going to be using that to place the ippies in there. I'm just giving the ippies a quick taste. And I believe that I didn't like how it tastes. I needed it to be more flavorful. So I added more salt. And I am going to add one more Maggi cube, guys. I'm going to add one more Maggi cube in there. As I was saying, my mom, she doesn't add these things into her ippies. She's very old-fashioned. And you don't have to do it this way, guys. Once you have this down pat, you do what works for you, okay? This is what works for me. Making the ippies on a Sunday or on a Saturday and having it in the refrigerator. And when it comes time to make my food, it doesn't take as long, you know? So I'm just giving it a quick go again to incorporate the salt and the Maggi cube that I have added. I'm going to taste it again. And I believe I liked it this time. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, so I'm going to be adding it into that 24-ounce jar. And I believe there was a couple more ounces left over. So I'm going to be adding the rest of that into a smaller mason jar that I have there. Guys, this ippies here, it is a staple to all of, you know, the dishes that we make in the Haitian community. You know, add this to your chicken, add this to your rice, you know, pretty much anything you can add this to, and it just gives it a really beautiful taste, guys. So I've added the remainder of the ippies into the smaller mason jar, and I'm just going to refrigerate these. You know, I may use this within 3 weeks because I cook a lot, and I may have to make more, which is fine. Guys, make this your own. Don't make it harder than it needs to be, you know. Make it your own. It's really easy. So this is the remainder of the ingredients, the skins and stuff. I'm removing the Maggi cube wrappers and the limes. I'm going to be using this to make a vegetable broth. You guys, look out for another video where I make a vegetable broth. Guys, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, guys.